We're deep into the Black Mirror. Deep, I tell you, deep. So this is episode 4 of Black Mirror, called Hanging the DJ, correct?
Hang the DJ.
Hang the DJ. The premise of this one basically is we live in a society now that can predict how long your relationships are going to last. You meet up with somebody. There, you have this like little button. You know when you go to a restaurant and your table's ready, it buzzes. The same kind of thing. It's like it buzzes saying there's a relationship ready for you. Then you go to this restaurant and you meet this person, and you have to hit the button at the same time, beep, and it tells you how long the relationship's gonna last. So
interesting concept.
Interesting, yeah, but kind of weird at the same time because
yes,
it's like
really weird. Like,
they showed a couple where it was like 4 months, 36 hours, and it's like, and it seemed like. So pretty much you went from the restaurant to like this cabin, and that's where you stayed.
Yeah, you lived as a couple for however long you were going to be together, and
so this one follows in particular. It shows you a couple at the beginning, like a couple different relationships.
We meet a couple. They're together for however long it was, and then they're apart, and they each have different amounts of relationships. It seemed that the girl was always stuck in long-term relationships, whereas the guy was blam, bam, 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 almost.
I thought it was the other way around, wasn't it? Wasn't it the girl who was always blam, 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 and he was?
Okay, either way.
Yeah, one of them was blam, blam. But they eventually came back together, right? They were matched again?
Yeah, they were matched again, and then they decided that they wouldn't have any more of this, and they went off the grid. And that's where the whole twist of the whole thing came about. And I'm not sure if I understand what the twist ended up actually being. Like, was it just an app that simulated something? And how was the app supposed to simulate these people if they don't actually...
Yeah, because there was like, at the end,
Well, they both look at a phone and look up at each other, and they're like, ooh, we're a match. Like...
But then at the end, it was like simulations. This is you run this simulation. It was like they were in a computer, and then they came out, and I was like, "What's going on here? Mm-hmm. What is happening? What typical Black Mirror to make you question things?"
Yeah, it was definitely interesting. If they didn't get out of the simulation, it would have been interesting to know why the world got to that point where you have to push a button to get teamed up with people, because
weren't they in a segregated area? No.
Well, yeah, they were.
Yeah. Because there was an outside world, right?
Well, yeah, that's where the wall came.
Yeah.
Right. There was a giant wall they had to scale, and that's how they figured out the simulation. And it's just like I don't know. It feels like the writers are reaching. They don't know quite. They've been given the impression that what they've done was really good, which it has been, but then they forgot why they did it, and they're just doing it. It's like, oh, this is good, and it's like, no, the whole point was to make us think, and this one kind of makes you think right up until the app, and then you go, how the hell did the people...
It's almost like they're trying to, like, because I think maybe they made you think too hard in the previous season, because in 3, I remember there was a lot of times where you went, huh?
Well, even in season 1, after watching the first episode, I literally stopped it and thought for like 15 minutes. Like, I was just sitting there going...
And it's almost like they're, in a sense, they're dumbing it down.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to put that little... They're trying to put the twist in there, but not leave it at the twist. They're trying to... Well, we got a twist and then explain why the twist happened.
Yeah, but they didn't really explain the twist happening. Like, you saw the twist, and it's like, but how does the app know what kind of person you are? Like, that's a pretty detailed app, like computer simulation, to be matching people up just based off of what?
Yeah.
Like, most apps, you just type in your name, number, address, likes, positions, girth, etc. And then they just match numbers, right? Yeah. This one was a hell of a lot more than just numbers. This was personalities, sexual preferences, compatibility. They actually made them run around the block too with a whole bunch of other people before they made them match again. And it's just like, well, what?
Yeah.
So,
It was decent. I didn't mind this one.
It should have been labeled something different.
Yeah, I don't get the name Hang.
Yeah,
the DJ.
I
It doesn't
don't
make any sense.
get that one either.
Should have been like Tinder. Maybe. Date.
Tinder Quest?
Tinder Quest. Date Quest. Love Quest. Or something, yeah. Because
Yeah.
Hang the DJ doesn't really make a lot of sense. Like, it doesn't give you... But, again, the previous one, Crocodile, doesn't really make sense.
Crocodile Tears? No? Okay.
Yeah, like, the titles really don't give you any kind of indication of what's going to happen in the... to me,
Well,
anyways.
which isn't a bad
fine.
thing.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want everything spoiled in the title.
Yeah.
So...
But definitely go watch it. 100% keep going. Keep watching. Keep enjoying this Black Mirror stuff because it's actually it's good. Like, it's good enough to keep your attention. Well, for me, anyways, keeps my attention. I actually watch from beginning to end.
See, I'm not though.
Yeah,
like, I'm phoning it up. Like,
Well, I phone a little bit, but not like tons.
No,
I'm like a
I'm-
1.5 phone.
whereas I'm more like a 3, 3.5.
So let us know down below what you guys think of Hang the DJ.
Yeah. You. I could be in the wrong. I totally could
And
be.
tune in and subscribe because we're gonna
Do more of this. We got 2 more episodes.
2 more of Black Mirror and then we'll be finished and we'll move on to something else. Who knows what? 2 more episodes. So tune in, or you're not a very nice person if you don't. See ya.
Bye.